in our game we need some kind of score. So if I go over to variables here and click, you can see that mine's already made, so I can go and delete the variable and delete the score and show you how it works. So just make a variable, click on there, and I'm going to call this score, and immediately you can see that we have a score menu at the top. And what we're going to do is add this to our clicks on here. So what we're going to do is going to use the orange one, and I'm going to go into control, and I can say when flag clicked, and I'm going to go and put a forever in, because first of all I'm going to start with when touching mouse pointer here. With touching mouse pointer you can see that I put in an if and else. So this if and else block, what I'm going to put in here is we're going to make this block flash or change color, because we have to give a clue that to our player that they're actually in the right place. So let's go and change to looks, and we're going to change graphic effects. So we can make it change color. So if touching mouse pointer. What we can do as well, just test this, and when we bring it over, there it's flashing. So we're going to give some idea. Now the problem is that it stays, when you move the mouse away from it, it goes into a different colour and stays in a different colour, which isn't very good. So what we need to do is the else will say if change colour, if mouse pointer is on the sprite, change colour, make it flash, or else clear graphic effects, and it will return it back to normal, like so, which is exactly what we want. Also, what we need to do at this point is in here we have to go and give our player some kind of reward. So change score by 1. I'm going to actually change it by 5. Now then, if we leave it like this, you can see that the score goes up hugely. To make this only go up by 5 and stay at 5, we actually want to do something. So we could actually say what about clicking on me and is there a blue fish? That will give the player something to look around the screen, because we know there's a blue mermaid, but we're just being not direct. And we're going to say there's the blue fish, or there's the tail, giving the player a clue that there's another button down there to go to. What about clicking on me? Is there a blue fish? Well, yes, there is a blue fish. Change score by 5. But we also want to stop the score from going up too high, and so we can go to looks again, and just underneath hide. So what that'll do is when I click on my flag, make sure that it works, is what about clicking on me? Is there a blue fish? That's a bit fast, but also it hides the block, so it only gives the player 5 points and stops at 5. All I can do is just change that for instead of 2 seconds, we can be there for 5 seconds. Let's make it show by double clicking on show. Is there a blue fish? And it makes the player look around, and it's hidden it, giving me 5 points, which is exactly what we want. Do that for each block, and in the next video what I'm going to show is that in sequence we need these in some kind of sequence so that the player will go to the blue block, and then the green one will do something to go to the next level. Okay, that's the end of part 3.